Alright people, this is Spray Love, and today we're going to be talking about Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, the Pour Femme version. So, the original, to make a quick explanation of the light blue, I think this one was, yeah, definitely the first one to be released. Then there's the Pour Homme that is a huge success, a great fragrance too. But the like everything for the men's side has been eclipsed by the Eau Intense version, because the Eau Intense version is very similar to the original light blue Pour Homme, but it lasts longer and like yeah, the performance is overall better. And there's tons of flankers of that fragrance. Yeah, there's a new one every year. I think it, yeah, pretty much every year. There's one for the women's side and there's one for the men's side. I brought with me my tiny bottle of light blue, the original Eau de Toilette. So why did I bring it? Because I don't really show that much the bottles anymore, because I want to focus on talking about the scents. Um, yeah, I have a lot to do on the visual aspects of my videos to make it more interesting, but I think it like showing the bottles all the time. I used to think it was a good thing, but now that I think about it, I think that a lot of fragrance influencers they do that, but they encourage in that manner people to collect and buy too many fragrances. Just like I did. I bought too many fragrances, and now I'm like, yeah, well, I don't have to buy any for a long time, but I'm tempted because I like the new scents that are coming out. And so, yeah, I'm going to end with saying be wary of that. And if you have a collection like me, uh, try to use up some of the bottles, try to sell bottles, give them to friends. Friends really like when you give them fragrances. Buy very small bottles, just like I did with this one. It's a 30 ml bottle, and I'll never use it whole because I have too many fragrances. And also, every new fragrances you want to buy a 10 ml. If you run out, just think about it. For how long did you have this 10 ml and whatever, you know? So I have this fragrance. I have a jazz club. I'm coming to an end with my 10 ml. I don't think I'm gonna buy a full bottle. I think I'm gonna just buy another 10 ml. I have so many fragrances. Anyway, that was a very important statement for people. Don't start doing fragrance collection that collects dust more than fragrances, and just wear what you have and buy in small quantities. Anyway, I wanted to show you that bottle. That was a huge tangent, but anyway, I wanted to show you that bottle because it doesn't say light blue pour femme anywhere. Like it's just like made in Italy, Dolce and Gabbana light blue, eau de toilette. It's pretty much it. So this is just to say, like, don't get too into like the marketing side of things. Also, there's a lot of tangents in this video right now, but anyway, this one is super unisex. It's extremely easy to wear. It's like cruelly very easy to wear. Okay, it's indecently easy to wear. This fragrance is like completely non-offensive. You can pretty much overspray, people won't really mind. You can spray a little, people will still think you smell awesome. They won't even smell it that much, but they will just say, oh, you smell really good, just for no reason. This fragrance is just short of amazing. It's a very great fragrance. Um, it has this, it's very musky. Okay, so this is why people, I think, tend to think that this fragrance is more feminine leading. It's very musky, and it's like sexy musky. It's like this little musks, beach kind of a setting. It's very very sexy. That fragrance is like super sexy. I will say it. Super super sexy. Like I smell it, I'm like, oh yeah. Like I just picture myself at the beach and everyone's looking good and it's sexy. So is it only sexy for the ladies? No, of course not. There's musks in there that are very prominent that give off a little bit of that, but it's also it gives off kind of a salty marine kind of a vibe too. Okay, so it has both end of the spectrum. It has kind of a cucumber sweetness to it. It has like great like lemon notes, and the combo like the musky lemon notes is amazing, completely amazing on that one. How does it compare with the men's side of the spectrum? Actually, I think it's very interesting because I think, to my nose, at least, the men's fragrances are a little more sweet. So I'm just talking about light blue pour homme and light blue pour homme eau intense, which are the most popular, the first ones. They're a little sweeter. There's a little bit some like more woods, but they're very close. Okay, so there's not that much of a big difference. I think that a lot of guys are wearing Dolce and Gabbana light blue, the pour femme version, and rocking it. I also think that this one is the sexiest of both. Okay, so if you wanna smell like if you're a woman or a man, doesn't matter. Like if you want to smell a lot more like I'm just having my vacation, I just want to smell, you know, kind of soapy, kind of good, kind of fresh and citrusy and stuff. Go for the pour homme. Like the pour homme will give you that. Okay, it's a little more bubbly. It's a little more like effervescent, kind of even childlike. That fragrance. But if you want to be like a bit like this but sexy, take the pour femme. It's way sexier, but it's the same kind of a vibe. You know, it's kind of musky. It's kind of it's muskier, like of course, like I talked about, but it's a better fragrance overall, I think, and it's a lot sexier. This one is very almost sultry, like it's super sexy. It's a summer sexy fragrance. Most of the time, you'll see super sexy fragrances more on the winter side of things because they're denser. They have a lot more like going on to them. There's darkness. There's leather. Leather is a very sexy note, stuff like that. And this fragrance is like you still want to smell very sexy, but you're in the summer, and you want to rock that. You know, whatever you want to go swim and be the sexiest guy or the sexiest girl around. This fragrance, I mean, it's understated, super strong. uh, Projection wise, performance wise, this fragrance, it's not not performing that well. Okay, so it lasts, it's okay, you know. If you spray a lot, you can carry it all day and it will still smell at the end of the day. But I think it works, you know. Fragrances that are made for going to the beach, in general, I don't want them to stay on my skin for too long. I want them to stay on my skin during the daytime. And when it gets darker, I want to get another fragrance that's going to give me another sexy vibe for the rest of the evening. That's what I want, okay? I want to be, yeah, super sexy at the beach with my wife, and then going to the evening, taking dinner with my wife, and still being in another mood but still sexy. So that's the thing I have in mind when I'm thinking about fragrances. Okay, so this one is perfect, like performance wise, for what it's supposed to do. And then, is it too sexy so that you can't wear it to office settings? No, because it's not that like okay, this is sexy. It's not leather, it's not vanilla, it's not those kind of a scent that automatically like is like very well linked with sexiness. This is like more like a musky, like you have something in your aura that just works, you know, that just makes you have sex appeal, you know. This is it, you know. This is the aura, sexy aura fragrance, sex appeal kind of a vibe. Whereas other fragrances are like just completely right out like sexy, like yeah, vanilla and leather and stuff like that, and kind of freaky and stuff like that. This is not it. This is your aura. This is tons of things, but it's not. You can wear it anywhere. You'll just have like this vibe going on, which is probably your vibe anyway. So that's nice. And what can I say more? You know, it's a summer fragrance. It's not supposed to be complicated. When people are like overcomplicated summer fragrances in general, it's like I don't get it. You know, it's supposed to be straightforward, remind you of the nice blue sky and the beach and the sand and the fun you're having outdoors and stuff like that. It's not supposed to be like, oh yeah, there's this rainy day fragrance for summer and this. I don't know. I just don't care about that. And also, it's not supposed to smell super dense because it's cloying. It's summer. You know, if you're going outside and you smell like super dense and rich and thick, then people are gonna run away. You know, not run away because I wear like thicker fragrances all the time in summer with less sprays. But if you really want to be like 100% vacation vibes or summer vibes, you want it to be super simple and have like this distinct, really nice element that you like that will carry on during the day. And this one, I think it does it. You know, there's kind of a fruity vibe. There's kind of a citrusy vibe, musky undertones, a nice sexiness. I just feel sexy all day. So I like that fragrance just because of that. And there's nothing more like nothing much more to it. You know, it's just a fun summer day. That's fragrance. So go ahead and spray love. And spray love. Bye bye.